Hey guys, this is Bhagat Singh from Sikhi.com, and today I'll be painting Guru Tegh Bahadur ji. So as you can see, I have sketched out the scene of Guru Tegh Bahadur ji meditating, and now I'm filling in the colors. This painting shows Guru Tegh Bahadur ji meditating in a basement in Bakala. He was discovered by a Gursikh by the name of Makhan Shah Lubana while he was meditating there. Now Guruji had went to Bakala and he would meditate in the basement because he wanted to meditate in solitude. He didn't want to interact with anyone. He didn't want to spend his time on anything other than meditation. So he would meditate in the basement, away from people, away from anyone else. So while meditating, Guru Tegh Bahadur ji heard, this is a long time ago, while meditating, Guru Tegh Bahadur ji heard the prayer of Makhan Shah when his ship was in some kind of trouble. And Makhan Shah had prayed to Guruji and had asked for his help. And in his prayer he said that if you help me, I'll give you a large sum of money. If you help my ship, I will give you a large sum of money. So Guruji had helped him, and Makhan Shah realized this, that Guruji had helped him. So in the back of his mind he always had that Guruji has helped me and I have to repay that at some point. So fast forward to now, Makhan Shah is in Bakala. He's looking for the next Guru after Guru Hari Krishan ji. Guru Hari Krishan ji, before he had passed away, he said that he'd indicated that the next Guru would be in the city of Bakala. And so after he passed away, there were many gurus in Bakala who had, set up their shop, you can say, their spiritual shop, and they made themselves available to the Sikhs of the time. Makhan Shah went there and he saw all of these gurus, and he went to each one and he bowed to them. He gave them 2 coins each. What in his mind he was thinking, if this is the real Guru, if this is the one who helped me, then he will ask for the full amount that I had said in my prayer. So he would go to each of the gurus in Bakala and then he gave them 2 coins. In his mind he thought, if this is the real Guru, he will ask me for the correct amount. And none of them did. Makhan Shah went around the city to the station of each Guru and put 2 coins in front of them and bowed down. And none of the Gurus asked him for the correct amount. So then he heard from somewhere or someone that there was a man who was meditating in the basement of a house. And so Makhan Shah, after not having found the Guru, the correct one, the one that he had obtained help from, after he couldn't find him, he went to see this man who was meditating in the basement. And he does the same thing. So he goes to the man and he puts down 2 coins and he bows down. And there Guru Tegh Bahadur ji then asks him, well, you had in your prayer you had said that you would give more if if I save your ship, that you'd give more. And Makhan Shah was surprised. So Makhan Shah at that point knew that he had found his guru. So there he has a chat with Guruji, and he says, basically convinces Guruji to become the next guru, because Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji knew that to be the next guru would mean that he would have to lift quite a bit of responsibility. And so he wasn't really up for it, but Makhan Shah convinces him, and then Guruji also realizes that actually this is something he has to do. And so it was there in the basement that Makhan Shah had discovered Guruji, and where Guruji became the 9th Guru after Guru Hari Krishan Ji. So in this painting, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji is meditating in the basement, and he's praying to Waheguru with his hands folded, with his attention completely centered on the consciousness within. He's seated in an upright posture, no slouching, fully attentive, fully awake, fully alert. When I paint, I always think about who I'm painting. The body that I'm showing in the painting belongs to a being who himself is not concerned with bodies. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, when he's in this basement and he's meditating, he's not concerned with his body. His concern is with something else. His attention is not fixated on his own body or someone else's body. His attention is fixated on that in which all bodies are perceived. So as I paint this, I try to fixate my attention on that spaciousness in which all bodies and forms arise. People think that they are whatever they can sense, they think that's who they are. So if they can, because they can feel the body, they think they are the body. But they can't feel the chair that they're sitting on. There's no nerve endings there. They don't feel that. So they don't feel that that chair is a part of them. Other people, other objects, other beings. if we go by what we can feel, then we can only feel what's in the body. So because I can feel my own hands and my own body, I think that this is who I am. So when I think that others become others, other bodies become others, objects become other. In this way, we become limited. When we think that we are the body, we become limited to the body. And it's not a matter of thinking or belief. It's not that you are consciously thinking that you're the body. It's just a natural process of the brain that wherever there's nerves, it considers that as part of itself. And we are simply going along with it. So it's not something that we're thinking about, that I am the body, I'm the body. It's not something that we believe. It's simply that the way we have been made, the way our brain is, and how the nerves extend into the body. We just identify that as who we are. We just think that this is me. And this chair I'm sitting on, that's not me. These eyes I can feel, these are my eyes. This video I'm watching, this is not me. So Guru Tegh Bahadur ji, he is meditating in this basement. Why is he there? Why is he meditating in a basement, away from people, away from the world? Guru Tegh Bahadur ji realized that there's something that is problematic with this process, that wherever I can feel that that's who I am. So if I can feel my hand, then that's me. If I can't feel the mat underneath me, That's not me. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji realized that there's something problematic about that. Why is it problematic? What is the issue if somebody does think that their hand is who they are and the chair is not who they are? Don't we need to behave like that in the world in order to get on with life? If I'm driving a car, I have to realize that the steering wheel is separate from the brakes, and the brakes are separate from the accelerator, the gas pedal. And that is separate from my foot and my hands. If I thought that I was the gas pedal, if my brain thought that the gas pedal was the foot, or was part of the foot somehow, then that would lead to problems. So why is it problematic to think of yourself as the body? For this example and many others, it's not problematic. Many things that in life that we do, it's not problematic to think that the body or who I am is limited to the body. So if it's not problematic to think that for many, in many areas, then is there any area in which that becomes a problem? And if it's not a problem at all, why is Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji meditating in a basement? The reality is that our sense of self, who we think we are, has an impact on our behavior towards other beings. Would you hurt another being if you believe them to be you? Would you hurt yourself? If you saw an ant and when you looked at it you thought, oh, that's me, would you then step on the ant? The reason why we harm other beings is because we believe they are separate from us. So, if we want to minimize the harm that we do, then we have to realize that, well, let's not go to realization. If we want to minimize the harm, we have to change our behavior. And the fundamental way of changing our behavior would be to act from that place where we consider the other beings as part of us. Thinking that the other being is a part of you and believing that can help. But it only goes so far. Because unless I really know that that's who I am, there's always going to be in the back of my mind, there's always going to be that thought that actually that person, I don't care if that person gets hurt. Is there a way to make yourself can you make yourself in such a way that immediately when you see somebody else you think, that's me, I would never hurt me, so I will not hurt that guy? Not as a thought process, but just a immediate, intuitive knowing, the same as how we know that this hand is me and the chair that I'm sitting on is not me. That quick and that intuitive. To expand the sense of self so that it includes other beings. Guru Tegh Bahadur ji was meditating in the basement to do just that. To make yourself in such a way that you are all inclusive of all beings, and without a second thought you see them as yourself. So when Makhan Shah Lubana came, and even before that when he prayed, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji's sense of self was such that it included all of the beings, all other beings including himself. When Makhan Shah Lubana prayed, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji responded to it. When Makhan Shah Lubana had put 2 coins in front of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji and bowed down, and in his heart he was thinking, if this is the true Guru, he will ask me for the full amount. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji had made himself in such a way and when Makhan Shah was thinking about this, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji knew what he was thinking, because that being in front of him was a part of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. This is why he's the Guru.